Namaste, Wolfpack. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a really good weekend. Are you ready for another week of MMMs? Okay, I've got my Hoberman sphere again with me today. So you can either close your eyes or keep them open and look at the sphere. Here we go, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more, breathing in and breathing out. If you had your eyes closed, you can open your eyes. So today we're going to look at the concept of mindfulness. I'm pretty sure most of you have heard of the concept of mindfulness before. And while it doesn't strictly come from the yoga traditions, it comes more from the Buddhist traditions. Buddhism certainly is a huge influence on the yoga traditions. So I thought we'd have a little look at mindfulness today. So one way of looking at mindfulness is through a couple of concepts that come from Buddhism. The first one is dukkha, and the second one is sukha. Now, dukkha means suffering, which is quite dramatic. I like to think of it more as feeling a bit ill at ease, not very comfortable, not very well. And sukha is the opposite of that. It's ease and comfortable. We've come across sukha before. This pose is called Sukhasana, easy pose or easeful pose. And last week we looked at Sthira Sukhasana. Poses should be steady and comfortable. So for Buddhists and Buddhism, sometimes dukkha, or well, most of the time, dukkha is a lot to do with what goes on up here in our minds. A lot of the time, you may have found this yourself. We spend quite a lot of time thinking about things that have already happened. Maybe reminiscing, which is nice, or maybe worrying, not so nice. And then the other side of it, we're thinking about things that are to come, maybe worrying about something that's to come, or being excited about something that's to come. And in Buddhism, this can be the root of our dukkha, because what we really want to do is be in the moment, because that is what's happening. What's here, right here and now, is what's happening. And this is where we find our sukha, our ease. But this is not easy. It is far from easy. So it takes practice. So effectively, mindfulness is paying attention, giving something your absolute full attention. And it can really be anything. So traditionally, it's meditation, sitting and paying attention to our breath and things like that. But you can turn mindfulness, you can turn anything into a mindful practice. So it could be eating your dinner, really paying attention to the flavours and the colours and the shapes and the textures, rather than what I'm very guilty of, watching TV while we eat. We're not really paying that much attention. You could be really mindful playing football, or going for a walk, or drawing a picture, or colouring a picture in. It's really paying attention, giving everything your absolute attention. And then when your mind wanders, which will happen, it's noticing that and then bringing your attention back. And like most of the things in yoga we do, this is a practice. It's not a one-time only gig. It's something we have to keep doing. And the more we do it, the better our brains get at it. So that's mindfulness. Shall we do a little bit of warming up, a little bit of stretching? Okay, when you're ready, we're just going to nod our heads up and down as we breathe nice and deep. And then we'll nod our heads from side to side, or shake our heads from side to side. Keep breathing nice and deep. And then we're going to take little semicircles with our head from left to right, going down and up, down and up, down and up, and then maybe over the top. Little half circles. And bringing our heads back to the middle. We do the same with our shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out, and then reversing our circles. Breathing in, breathing out, One more. And then we're going to take our fingertips either side. And we're going to breathe in to stretch our arms up by our ears. And breathe out to float our arms down. Nice tall spines. 2 more like this. Breathing in, reach and stretch up. Maybe look up at the ceiling. Breathing out, lowering your arms down. Last one. Breathing in. And breathing out. Take one hand on the floor, nice bent elbow. Reach your other arm away as you breathe in. Flip your palm over. Breathe out. Nice stretch this side. And then breathe in to come over to the other side. Breathe out. Once more inside on each side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Coming back to center. We'll take one hand, doesn't matter which. Take it to the opposite knee. Other hand comes behind and we breathe in to lift up tall through our spines. And then breathe out to look over our shoulder. Breathe in. And breathe out to come back. Opposite side. Hand to knee. Other hand behind. Lift up through your spine as you breathe in. Breathe out to look over your back shoulder. Breathe in, nice stretch for your tummies. And breathing out to come back. If you're in your chair, see if you can stretch your legs out. If you're on the floor, stretch your legs out long. And lift your arms up overhead. And we're going to point and flex our feet and our hands, our wrists and our ankles. Pointing, flexing, one more, pointing, flexing. Then spread your fingers and spread your toes. And then take some circles with your wrists and your feet one way and then the other. Keep breathing. And then lower your hands. Bring your legs back in. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Elbows left to right. Prana shake. Stirring the pot. Breathing nice and deep. Maybe closing your eyes. Keep going for 3 and 2 and 1 and come to a stop and rest your hands on your knees. Maybe close your eyes if they aren't already. Take a big breath in. Breathe out. And then open your eyes. We're going to do our 5-fingered breathing. So choose a hand and hold it up. Get the index finger of your other hand and start at the bottom of your thumb. And here we go, breathing in. Breathing out as you come down your thumb. If you go faster than me or slower than me, it's fine. Breathing in. Up the index finger and down. Up the middle finger as you breathe in. And down to breathe out. Breathing in up your ring finger. Breathing out to come down. Last one, little finger. Up we go, breathing in. Down we come, breathing out. Should we do it on the other hand? Now I think you did this with Julie last week or maybe before half term. And I think in her video, she suggested being really mindful and really concentrating. So maybe you could try that this time. Really notice the sensation of your finger against your other hand. Shall we try that? Here we go, at the base of the thumb. Breathing in. Breathing out to come down. Breathing in up your index finger. Breathing out to come down. Breathing in up the middle finger. And out. Breathing in. And down. Last one. And now when you get to the bottom of your little finger, just rest your hands on your knees. Take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, close your eyes. Or take your gaze just down in front of you. And we're going to have another bash at noting You may have done this last week, you may have not. All we're doing is following our breath. And then when our mind starts to wander, we just name whatever is happening with something simple like thinking. And then we come back to the breath. And then we find ourselves with our minds wandering again. Perhaps we're feeling something, nervous or excited, and we name that feeling and we come back to the breath. So see if you can notice your breath, either how it feels or how it sounds. See if you can gently rest your attention there. And then when anything pops up in your head, give it a name and come back. And just keep doing this over and over. Every time you notice, it's like a little tick. A few more moments just breathing in and out. Noticing your breath. Noticing when your mind's wandered. And then take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, open your eyes, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And that's really it for today. So, as I said, you can practice mindfulness when you're doing anything really. And over time, it just helps you start to get a little bit of control over your mind. The Buddhists call the mind, one expression is, the mind is like a monkey that's been stung by a scorpion. You know, it's kind of, and sometimes we really feel that. And so it's nice to know that through these practices, maybe we have a bit of a say in this, and that we can bring it all back in. It's a bit like a superpower, but it does need practice. So maybe try again later today. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. We'll bring our hands together in front of our heart center. Take a breath in and bow your head as you breathe out. The goodness in me sees the goodness in you. Namaste.